I am just heading home after my first day as a Labour Suite Coordinator. It started off quite nerve-wracking just because of the layout and everything's quite different. I then felt like I was contributing more, so I actually felt better. But their theatre and how the theatres work is very different. So we did get a little bit told off in a nice way, but like corrected multiple times. But that's fine, it's not the end of the world. And then I went out and helped out on triage, which was nice. I am just heading home now. I did drive because I slept so terribly last night. I think I got like 3 hours sleep in the end. And I'm absolutely shattered. So I'm treating myself to a McDonald's on the way back, and then I'm probably going to head straight to bed. I have just got back from my second Band 7 shift at the new hospital, and I've been on the ward today, which is good. I think it was actually a really good experience because things do run a little bit differently. The main thing is that the coordinator has a caseload and does the drug rounds 3 times a shift, which I worked alongside her, so there was 2 of us, and it still took over an hour to do each drug round, which, to be honest, isn't really realistic. So I'm surprised they've managed to do it. I know I, for one, couldn't do it. And I didn't finish the drug round till after I was supposed to hand over. So that was stressful. Not stressful, it was fine, but there was other things I wanted to do. And then I had to stay late, like 45 minutes to document, because I hadn't documented because I'd been doing the drug round for everyone. I think it can work if you can give the drugs when you're doing the drug round, but unfortunately when I went to give them, half of the time I couldn't give them until like 10-15 minutes later, so then you're doubling back constantly. And I don't think the coordinator should then have a caseload because they're basically doing all the medications for everyone. So I'm glad I don't have to work on the ward again. I'll put it that way. I'll obviously be going up to help and see what's happening, but I won't be actually working on the wards again. The snow has sadly come back. It is actually raining now, so I don't know if it will last, to be honest, and I'm kind of hoping it doesn't because it was proper heavy about 3-4 hours ago. I'm just on my second break and I'm looking after a lovely lady in labour and really enjoying myself. Can you believe all this snow? I can't remember if I showed, but my mum got me some flowers and a card as a congratulations on the new job present, which is very cute. They are now quite old, over a week, nearly 2 weeks old, so they're a little bit worse for wear, but they still look very pretty. I have just watched the cutest video on TikTok of like a flash mob at a wedding where the family all sang to her, and it's one of like my favourite songs. Yeah, that was really beautiful. I'm such a romantic and I'm such a baby and I'm so emotional half the time, but it was lovely. I am absolutely shattered. I was going to record my thoughts on my last Band 7 shift as a Labour Suite Coordinator of my first week, if that makes sense. But I must have fallen asleep in bed. I've been asleep for about 4 hours, and then I woke up shivering and I haven't been able to get back to sleep, which is very annoying because I feel really tired. And I've set my alarm for half an hour earlier than normal because it's really snowy and icy still. It's not melted at all, so it's probably going to take me longer to get in. I've got a Band 6 shift today at my previous hospital, and it's my last night shift for a week, so it should be okay, hopefully. But yeah, I need to go back to sleep. I don't know why I can't get back to sleep. It is very annoying. But I finished my shift. My lady was lovely, all her family were lovely, but everything kind of went wrong the last couple of hours. Not wrong, but just not perfect, which obviously you want things to be perfect for a family. So it was sad to leave her at that point, to be honest. But I treated myself to a McDonald's breakfast on the way back, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare for me this year because I drive past a McDonald's and I love the McDonald's hash browns, which if you could just get a hash brown, that would be fine. But they're very expensive to get by themselves, so I get a meal and then I'm like, oh, I might as well get a meal for the next night shift. And then I ended up eating it and I must have fallen asleep straight after I ate it because it was still on the floor when I woke up and I hadn't put the other sandwich in the fridge. So I went downstairs to put that in the fridge, which obviously woke me up because it's then cold. And yeah, I haven't been able to go back to sleep since. Anyway, I'm going to try very hard to fall back to sleep. I've got 2 hours before I need to wake up. Wish me luck. My house is an absolute disaster, both from like mess and simply just packages. It's my dad's 70th birthday in a couple of weeks and I'm hosting it at my house with a few surprises along the way. But I've just been ordering decorations and bits and bobs, and it's all over my house. But I've just finished my last shift for the week, and also I've got a week break, which is nice. It's Saturday morning now. I've just finished Friday night shift and I'm not back again until Friday night shift next week. So I've got a nice break and I'm heading to Wakefield to see family and friends, which will be good. I've ended my first week as a Labour Suite Coordinator, but I've also ended the last week of my 5th year as a qualified midwife, which feels like a big milestone. I'm going to head to sleep, hopefully get some good rest because I didn't sleep very well yesterday, as you saw, and I feel like I'm on a high. I had a lovely couple of families to look after, also helped out and triaged with some lovely families, had a beautiful baby welcomed into the world with a superstar mum, and then also met a couple of other people as well. So yeah, it's been a good shift, a good way to end the week, the year, the 5 years, and the night. I have just woken up from my last shift of the week and my second night shift, and I slept through my 2 o'clock alarm. Or I feel like I woke up, but anyway, either way I fell back to sleep. It's now 7 o'clock in the evening and I've just woken up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I'm definitely not going to be able to get to sleep for like 10 because that's 3 hours away. And I've just slept for 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've just slept for 9 hours. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have something to eat, meal prep a little bit, tidy the house, pack, and then potentially drive to my mum's tonight, like in the middle of the night, and then sleep in later and head to the restaurant straight from hers. We'll see. We'll see how I feel in a few hours. I had some leftover wraps, so I've decided with a bunch of leftovers and bits and bobs I had around the house, I'm going to make some breakfast wraps. So I've got scrambled eggs, sausages, bacon, and some roast potatoes as like the hash brown. As you can see, I'm not the expert. It's the first time I've ever made these. I've seen them on TikTok all the time. The first one was an absolute disaster. It fell out everywhere and I've just ended up putting it straight into the foil before it cools down to keep it together. The second and the third one looked like this, so I just didn't tuck it in quite tight enough, but they've stayed closed, which is perfect. And then the fourth one is perfect. It's sealed, it's together, it's cooked. So I'm just going to let these two cool down and then put them in the freezer. And then I've just finished making some cheesy sausage pasta with some other leftovers. I have had a shower and washed my hair. I've just stripped the bed because I think I'm going to be going back to Wakefield in the early hours. But I've now got a week off, so I'm actually going to do my nails. It is now 3 AM. I have painted my nails and I've gone for like this pink with like a gold sparkle to it. I am going to make my bed and pack, get ready for bed, and then decide what I'm doing.